Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, when you have buys and tries, when you develop buys and tries, and you stay fit, and you keep buys and tries all year long, all year long, listen, at the end of the day, the haters are going to swear you're wrong. Listen, there's no such thing as racism once you develop buys and tries. And listen, I'm only at 30-40%. I'm not even there for real. Listen, I'm only 20-30-40%. Listen, imagine 70, imagine 80, 90, 100%. At the end of the day, we have to power up just like Goku. Just like Goku powered up. At the end of the day, there's gonna be all type. This is a spiritual war. There's gonna be all type of people. They will admire you, but at the same time, they're hating on you. At the end of the day, if they're not walking around like this, you can't expect them to feel how this feels. You cannot expect them to be on your side. At the end of the day, this is a jungle. So this ensures sales and this ensures safety. At the end of the day, if you're walking around like this, they're not approaching you coming towards you with no type of nonsense. At the end of the day, listen, this will save your life. I repeat, this will save your life. You have to look like you can defend a family. This is why guys are having problems with women. They don't look like they can defend a family. Listen, at the end of the day, we are not too far from animals. You guys are not looking healthy. These guys are walking around looking defeated. When you have these, you don't look defeated to the opposite sex. When you have these, you don't look defeated when it comes to entrepreneurship and business sales. At the end of the day, if I wanted to sell pens and make millions of dollars off of selling ink pens, this right here will do the selling for me. I could not make this up. But listen, this is the problem. Guys are listening to guys who don't have buys and tries. So when you listen to guys who don't have buys and tries, they're giving you bad information. When you don't have buys and tries, you have to treat a woman bad. When you don't have buys and tries, you have to learn pimp game. At the end of the day, I just want to let you know this is a first world country, and in America, pimping is illegal. Yes, pimping is illegal. The red pill, they want to teach guys game. Like a pimp. A pimp uses game. Listen, I'm here to tell you, in America, pimping is illegal. You're going to go to jail. So at the end of the day, don't focus on women. Focus on Lambos and buys and tries. You don't have to try when you have buys and tries. I repeat, you don't have to try once you have buys and tries. Now listen, you got guys out here, they're going to try to get the buys and tries, and it's not going to work out because they're going to do it to try to get a female's attention. Listen, we're trying to get sales. Listen, buys and tries are for the money. That's why when you do push-ups in NYC, they say get money. For all the dudes from the South, in New York City, when you do push-ups at the park, they say get money. At the end of the day, there's no lie being told. So listen, if you got biceps and triceps and you're an entrepreneur, whatever you sell, you're going to run up the numbers. Listen, this is what the Lambo comes in. This is where the Corvette C8s come in. This is what having a job so you can stack up for those type of nights come in. At the end of the day, when you pull up in a C8 and then you're full of buys and tries, you're going to generate 5.5 million in sales in 1 year. Listen, at the end of the day, I can't make this up. You're gonna generate 5.5 million worth of money in sales in 1 year. Listen, you got all these millionaires walking around fat, out of shape. Listen, if you're an in shape multi-millionaire, you are the true 1%. It's not the millionaires. Listen, if you're a millionaire and you're in shape, listen, you're the true definition. Listen, at the end of the day, this represents somebody who has discipline. We can trust him. We can count on him to get the job done. He obviously gets the job done. Look, it spells a Z. At the end of the day, we can see. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.